This is Selecting Your Future, a look at independent school education here in Central Virginia. We begin with a look at St. Catherine's School.
Girls' schools are critical because they develop girls into being women who have strong voices. And at girls' schools, every hiring decision of faculty members, every facility that's designed, how the classroom is put together, all of those decisions are made with the learning style of girls in mind. At girls' schools, girls are at the center of all of our decision making.
Research reveals girls excel as they experience an ideal learning environment where intellectual curiosity thrives, individuality shines, and confidence abounds.
They're not afraid to try something for the sake of embarrassment to others. I think the comfort level they have in front of their peers, being all girls, they're willing to experiment and try it. If it fails, so what? They'll go back and change their project. They don't feel that they have to be the perfectionistic. Sometimes, like in a co-ed environment, I know sometimes girls I've taught in co-ed classes are hesitant to raise their hand even though they very well may have the answer because they do not want to embarrass themselves. Boys, on the other hand, I've taught in all boys and co-ed, boys will raise their hand even if they have no idea what the answer is just to hear themselves speak. So I think here you get the girls, they're willing to take the chance, which is good.
While ability factors in, a large part of learning happens within social environments and is impacted by the communication climate in those environments.
Student-teacher relationships are really good. I mean, I'm texting Mr. Warren on Friday nights asking, oh my gosh, what is this chemistry problem? I have a subject test tomorrow, what do I do? And I mean, I don't get that anywhere else. I went to Ecuador with my school last year, and I'm really close with my Spanish teacher because of that. I mean, it's so much more comfortable than any other place I've ever been. The students are very supportive. You're all in that together, but it's also competitive at the same time, and it really motivates you to do your best.
The girls-centered education of St. Catherine's School uniquely positions students for one of the world's fastest-growing career sectors, STEM, or science, technology, engineering, and math-related fields.
Well, here in North America, 1 in every 5, 1 in every 4 STEM jobs, science, technology, engineering, and math jobs, are held by women. But girls' schools really buck that trend. Our research tells us that girls who graduate from all-girls schools are 6 times more likely to pursue undergraduate majors in the STEM fields and 3 times more likely to pursue undergraduate studies in engineering. And we think that that's because at a girls' school, every student on the robotics team, every student who wins a math award, every student who is involved in science Olympiads is a girl. So there are a wealth of female role models for girls at girls' schools to foster their love of the STEM subjects.
Innovative opportunities, just like the project 3 Rising St. Catherine's School seniors delivered this summer, college-level, student-led independent research projects, makes a lasting impact.
I spent the year researching the effects of nicotine on the survival rates of minnows and their response to various stimuli before and after exposure to nicotine.
And I was testing different oxide metals against cuprous oxide and E. coli to see which one was the most efficient.
I knew I was interested in environmental issues, and I wanted to explore the effects that humans specifically have on the environment. And one of the ways that humans affect the environment that is not really, you don't even realize because it doesn't seem harmful at all, is through nitrates, and those are found in lawn fertilizer. And so I wanted to research eutrophication, which is the process of algal blooms, and see how humans contributed to that, and specifically see if our school was over-fertilizing our fields and see how to manage that fertilizer.
The 3 Rising St. Catherine's School seniors not only developed, researched, and delivered student-led independent work, they presented projects to the National Coalition of Girls' Schools annual conference St. Catherine's School hosted this summer.
It was interesting. It was definitely a new experience where you're actually the teacher teaching a teacher, so it was different. You kind of feel like they know way more than you, but really if you did spend the whole year on it, maybe like you actually were teaching them something, so it was a good experience.
The girls, I learned just as much from the girls as they probably do from me, just seeing them work independently, the way they speak in front of other people, their poise, their self-confidence, just watching that grown is really tremendous, because a lot of science girls or STEM girls can tend to be introverted, but I think this class kind of gives them the confidence to go out and speak confident about their projects.
It's critical to have women's voices around the table when decisions are being made about the future in this country for science and technology. And in order for that to happen, our girls' schools want to be on the forefront of preparing those women to have that seat at the table.
Welcome back to Selecting Your Future.
We're visiting the campus of St. Catherine's School. Dr. Terry Sheckelhoff and Dr. Annie Kapitanis have hosted us today to learn a little bit more, a lot more actually, about girl-centered education. And why is it so important, Dr. Sheckelhoff?
Well, when you have a girls' school made just for girls, 100% of the leadership opportunities for girls, all of the resources are there for girls. The curriculum's designed for girls, thinking about what compels them to want to learn, using their interests, thinking about collaboration, how important that is to them. The teachers have all of their professional development around how girls learn. But what I love about all girls' schools are the results. Girls who go to girls' schools are more likely to go into graduate school. They're more interested in their tutoring and helping other people when they're in college and beyond. They are involved in the political scene at a higher rate than girls at their counter schools and co-ed schools. And what they do is they have greater confidence. They're enjoying just the different elements of school in ways that they wouldn't if they were in a co-educational setting.
It's very interesting, and a lot of folks have questions about why that works so well. One thing we know, it's really important to start early. Dr. Kapitanis, we're here in the lower school. We're visiting the campus, as we said, and we have two girls here working on really some very scientific STEM-related looking lessons, and they're having fun. But why is it so important to start early?
Well, as we know, the younger years are the formative years. It's where girls will start to develop their likes, their dislikes. It's where they start to develop their confidence and their competence at different things. It's where we teach them about values and the skills that they're going to use as foundations for everything thereafter. So because we're a girls' school, we want to make sure that we offer the girls things that they may not normally do at a very young age, and a lot of that is actually STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math related. And so even in junior kindergarten, our 4-year-olds, they get to play, they call it play, with things that really would involve circuitry, robotics, and it does not take them that long to learn it because it's almost intuitive for them because it's play. So Harper and Juliana over here could probably explain everything that they're doing to you with all of the right terminology, and they picked up on this portion of it only about 10 minutes ago. You know, cubeless is where they all start, and they did that last year, and they were teaching 4th graders how to do it. But this is a new technology for them. We just got it in. And we were actually questioning, would 1st graders, kindergartners be able to do it? And lo and behold, the answer is yes.
Absolutely.
Very, very easily.
Yeah. So the exposure to this starts early, Dr. Sheckelhoff. And how early does that begin? And then young women are here, the girls are here through what grade?
So the girls at St. Catherine's start in the 4-year-old program. We have a half-day or full-day program, and they go all the way through grade 12. So we have about 1,000 girls here. And just enjoy, again, having that sisterhood, having the opportunity to help them catapult into their futures, filled with confidence and competent, as Annie said.
And we've spoken with some of those young women about that experience, and here's what they had to say.
Well, I've been a student here from kindergarten to the present, so I've not really known any other education system, but I don't think I would choose a different one because it's been really
instrumental to my development, and it's helped me and made me more resilient in some ways, and also like supported me when I didn't feel so self-confident.
Oh, so you love hearing things just like that. And again, why exactly is that girl-centered education so important?
Girls who go to girls' schools lead very satisfying lives, and they are involved on the world platform with other people. They also report having higher confidence, higher aspirations, and higher motivation. Those are great variables in life.
To learn more about St. Catherine's School, go to stcatharines.org. That's st.catharines.org. Up next, we visit the campus of St. Christopher's School. Welcome back to Selecting Your Future.
I think we are particularly artful at working with boys, and I think the academic preparation that they get, the sense of community, we know boys better than anybody, I think. You know, that's a huge piece. Excuse me 1 second. Good morning.
We send our boys here because we love the whole boy aspect of it. It's one thing to get the academia, you know, to be able to have your children educated the way you want them, but the fact that they really do focus on what makes boys boys.
I say to parents on Parents' Night, I'm going to promise you 3 things. Number 1, your son is going to learn a lot this year. Number 2, he's going to be loved. And number 3, he's going to have fun. And those are things that, if all else fails in kindergarten, those 3 things will happen every day.
Well, what's fun about reading is we just get to come out here, have a bit of fun, talk with our friends, and just do some work with the garden, because it's like came in when we were in about 3rd grade, and now we're just still contributing.
What are you going to plant?
Right now we planted some strawberries, and I think we're also growing some blueberries.
I feel like what I can do is to help them feel comfortable talking with people from different cultures, interacting, building relationships, so that when the time comes for them to work with people from India, from England, from Prague, they've done this before. They've dealt with some of these situations that come up, and they're comfortable navigating that.
Every one of them comes to the school with their own unique background and challenges and strengths, and you see what you can do to play into those. You're never solving the same educational puzzle from year to year, even class to class.
And I did
semicircle of it.
Well, they're still trying to figure out themselves. They haven't figured themselves yet. And then you put on the layer of trying to, who am I supposed to be? And here as they grow, they get to figure out who they are, and that's the value. They get to find out for themselves.
That's the goal here with clubs and with classes, with sports, with all the different things we do. Finding some outlet where they're looked to as being important and relied upon is really what they're looking for. And sometimes for them that's not in the classroom. Our goal is that they find something that they really can grab onto and run with.
And we have, I guess, a lot more chances to act out in the community and to help. Yeah, we do a lot of community service here. We're doing a different service project each month.
You got this.
I can't imagine how you couldn't find, pride and honor in what's going on all over campus from kindergarten through 12th grade.
Andrew Knapp, Miles Jackson.
I watch what my guys are doing, and I think what a gift this education is to them, not only now, but in preparation for college and in preparation for life.
So I leave the seniors, my friends, my classmates, with this last question. What will you make of it? Thank you.
Welcome back to Selecting Your Future.
It's our Richmond area's only all-boys JK through 12 program. We're at St. Christopher's School for Selecting Your Future, and I'm meeting Margaret Hunter. She's been an instructor here, a teacher of the JK program for over 23 years. Margaret, this is a really, really neat facility here, and it's newly renovated, and it's very specialized for these students.
It is. It's wonderful. We have worked very hard this summer renovating these two houses, painting, breaking through walls, making it super appropriate for who we have in the house.
And who you do have in the house. You have 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds. This is part of the JK program.
Yes.
It's early start, and that's really what we're talking about today, the early start component to St. Christopher's School, meaning the boys get going pretty early.
Pretty early. We have for 29 years had a thriving JK program for young 5-year-old boys who will then head into kindergarten the next year. And this year we've added a second section of 4-year-old boys, and to start early at 4 years old. We feel that it's very important to get that early start and to give them an appropriate start. Give them what they need, find out where they are, and take them where they're going to go throughout their career here at St. Chris.
In starting so early, at 4 years old, what are they absorbing, and how does maybe class size impact that?
Class size is huge. That's one of the great things about St. Christopher's. It's small. Our average class size is about 15 for JK. Class size for kindergarten is about 16. And we have 2 teachers, a lead teacher and an assistant, in all of the JK and kindergarten classrooms. And that allows us to break the boys into small groups, pull them individually and work with them, and really meet them where their need is.
Working with boys, is it different in the way that they learn?
It is different. Cute things are gonna be moving, they're gonna be shaking, they're gonna be fiddling and tinkering, and that's what we want. We want them to be engaged in their learning, and we want it to be active, and we know that about them. So we have them up and moving. We've got them building and constructing, dancing, being silly. That's big with boys. They love the humor. And so we give them what they need, turn things into a game format, and you've got them. They're ready to go, and they're open books, just soaking up any bit of information you're trying to convey to them.
So when you think about selecting your future, you need to think about that early start, and you probably advocate for that.
We do. It's amazing to see, and I've seen it just in the past 3 weeks. We're 3 weeks into school, and I've got the 4-year-old little boys, and I am so proud of them and impressed by how well they have just transitioned into a more structured environment. And we have it a little bit more structured than a typical preschool, just to get them ready for what's coming down the road. We still have lots of time for play, and play is their work. And so we make sure that we provide all of our strong academics in a playful way that has them moving and building and using their hands and bodies to have that information sink in.
Well, Margaret, congratulations on 20 years here at St. Christopher's School. You've seen what a difference that early start in the JK program can make.
To learn more about St. Christopher's School, go to stchristopher's.com. That's stchristopher's.com. Thank you for watching Selecting Your Future. Go to WTVR.com/future to connect to any of the schools you've seen this evening and to view their segments again.